Mrs. Wang. Mrs. Wang.
Mrs. Wang, are you with us?
I am paying attention.
Now, you may only see a pile of receipts, but I see a story. I can see where this story is going. It does not look good.
What's happening?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jahan Osama Nabil, and today we will be presenting our organizational behavior project. Our case study is based on the movie Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This presentation will explore how leadership, motivation, conflict, and the culture changes appear within the story. And we will also connect these ideas to real organizational behavior concepts we studied in the class. Now to start, let's look at the background story and the key characters in slide 2. So as we see on slide 2, we have the story, Chow's multiverse and the family. So the story focuses on Evelyn Wong, who runs a falling laundromat. While preparing for an IRS audit, everything changes when she discovers the multiverse and realizes that her daughter, Joy, has turned into Juba Tubaki, a powerful villain who wants to destroy all the realities. What begins as a scene fiction adventure becomes a deep study of family conflict, leadership, challenge, and transformation. And as we see in the right, we have the key characters. First one, the Evelyn Wong, the overwhelmed owner and the reluctant hero. Uh, the second character, we have the Omid Wong, her kind and empathetic husband. And the third one, Joy, or Jobu Tubaik, her daughter turned against and Gungung, her traditional and strict father. And now let's move on to explore the individual behaviors and the personalities in this case in slide 3. So in slide 3, we focus on how personality, perceptions, and emotions shape the character's actions. First, we will start with the first character, Evelyn. Evelyn starts with high anxiety and control, but through her multiverse journey, she learns to become more open and creative. The second character, the daughter, the Joy, loses her scene of identity, which leads her to become Jobu Tubaik, powerful but purposeless. The third characters, the husband, Wymond is constantly shows emotional labor and staying kind and positive even where ignored. The Gungung, the fourth character, it hides her grave behind a strict and emotionless exterior. These behaviors reflect real psychological concepts such as the big five personality traits, self-concept fragmentations, and emotional distance. With that, we will now move on to examine motivation and decision making with Hussein.
Hello, my name is Bintabt Hussein. I'm from Faculty of ICT and my major is AI. So on this slide, we are looking at 4 drive theory plays out in the film. Evelyn starts out motivating by the drive to defend. She's protecting her family and business at all cost. But eventually, she shifts toward bonding, realizing that love is more powerful than control. So Joy, on the other hand, is the opposite. None of her core drive are fulfilled. She feels unsafe without belonging, no sense of achievement, and no meaning. So that emptiness fuels her nihilism and destructive impulses. So Wayman's motivation is very different. He's grounded in bonding and comprehending. Always seeking connecting, always trying to understand other. So that is a constant anchor. So when we zoom out to decision-making modes, Everly relies heavily on intuitive decision-making. In a multiverse where split second choice determining outcomes, that's her surviving tool. Joy represent program decision going wrong, falling into a systematic nihilism, and women demonstrate creative problem solving, showing that fighting with kindness, not weaknesses, but a powerful way to rewrite the rules. So now shifting to team dynamic and communication. Uh, the Wang family is a textbook example of high independence but high dysfunction. They operate as a team, but they are stuck in the storming stage. Roles are unclear and trust is broken. And because they can't align on goals, even their business, the laundrement suffering. So, when you examine communication style, the contrast is striking. Evelyn filters. She withholds or deflects women listen actively, even to what's unsaid. Joyce tends to withdraw silently suffering, while Gong Gong default to authoritarian directive, leaving no room for dialogue. So, but the turning point comes in the final dinner scene. This is where they move from the norming into performing. They are not subtly perfect. The laundroom may still have challenges, but what's changed in their present communication becomes authentic. So they begin to function as a real family, showing us that being present together is what makes the teams finally work. So that's it, and thank you.
Hi, my name is Asimiyat. I'm from FIST. In this slide, I'll talk about how power and conflict change in the movie. At first, Evelyn relies on conference power. Okay, she tries to control everyone, but later she learns to lead through reflected power, uh, influencing other with empathy and love. Yemen use quiet authority. He leads through what is say kindness and emotional intelligence, not control. Okay, Gong Gong, on the other hand, sticks to the traditional way and try to converse power, which is fails when emotional are involved. So he failed on this stage. Conflict also involves the early fights. Early fights are destructive, but by the end, thankfully, evenly enjoy turn conflict to communication. They listen, understand, and create a shared solution, showing that empathy can really transform even chaos into growth. Next slide, slide number 7. Um, Yemen is the best example of transformation leader. It's the difference between marginal and transformational. So Yemen is the best example of transformational leader. He inspired everybody, okay, by his transformation, his kindness and emotional strength, providing that empathy can be powerful, proving that empathy can be powerful actually. Um, Evelyn starts as a manager, always controlling tasking people, but her listening to Joy made her transformation to better person. So she finally could like understand and take with other people with love and kind. So both characters shows that real leadership isn't about control. It's about connection and understand and care. Slide number 8. This last slide for me looks at how the family culture changes. In the beginning, it's conversational based and about duty and silence. No one shares their feelings, and that causes a lot of problems, distance, and conflict. By the end, the family shifts towards self transcendence and valuing love, openness, and authenticity. They learn to be honest and kind to one another. The culture changes through rules. Sorry, the culture. Okay, I think so. بس أنا أرجع. The cultural change not through rules but through behavior, especially Yemen. Yemen kindness and evil مرة ثانية. The culture change not through rules but through behavior, especially Yemen. Kindness and Evelyn willingness to listen. So the Wang family moves from fear and control finally to connection and care, and that's what truly transformed them. So the lesson here is to listen, understand, and accept the point of view of another person that he talked to you. That's my part, and I will give it to the next person, Muhammad. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad and I'm from Faculty of Information Science and Technology, majoring AI. And now let's have a look at the last two slides and what the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once really teaches us about change. In one side, we have forces that help change happen. A big crisis like the IRS audit that pushes people to act. Love and support, especially from women who never gives up on Evelyn. Seeing new possibilities, like jumping to other universes, help Evelyn think differently. Talking openly and listening, and most importantly, asking others what they need instead of deciding for them. On the other side, we have forces that block change. Fear of failing or disappointing others, old habits, and family expectations that are very hard to break. And not talking about feelings, which keeps problems hidden, trying to control everything, which only creates more stress, and feeling so tired and stuck that you stop trying altogether. Slide 10, the question who succeeded, who failed, and why. So who actually changed and who did not? Evelyn succeeded, not because she became perfect, but because she chose love over control. Wyman succeeded by being kind, patient, and always showing, even when no one listened. Joey was lost for a long time, but found hope when someone finally chose her. Guang Guang struggled the most. He held two old rules tightly, but even he took one small step towards change at the end. What is the big lesson? The big lesson is real change does not come from rules and strict rules and kind of this thing. It comes from listening, kindness, caring, and staying connected, even when things are pretty messy. So whether it's family or a team, company, the most powerful thing you can do is showing kindness. And that was all for my part. Thank you for listening.